is this not right?
Well, we don't have three. We don't have three people yet. We have Elias and Grandpa Elias.
Oh, okay.
We need a third person.
Okay, that's. And we still don't know what what rank he was.
Yeah.
All right.
See if we can figure out where his second cousin goes.
Well, also, didn't we his first child? Do we get a name for that?
No, we just know it's a daughter.
Okay. Well, then you know what? Let's do some searching. Elias Roottree. Oh. I'm printing an image. Elias.old. Oh, hey.
Oh, shit. There's his wife.
This is a famous picture of Elias and Gwyneth Roottree. It was taken in 1909 after they founded the Roottrees Candy Company, but before it was a success. From what you found searching the internet, it seems quite difficult to find any site about Elias or Gwyneth that isn't accompanied by this picture. Elias and Gwyneth are on the notable Roottrees list in your evidence. They will be marked on the chart with a star.
Okay, well, we should be able to get Gwyneth up easily enough, and then we'll have three.
Yeah, let me, yeah, we know that's Gwyneth.
Yeah, we can take multiple pics of the same person.
Oh, we don't know what her maiden name was, but let's look at her. Well, let's finish reading this first. There's also a biography section that has some additional information. Elias is credited for inventing 5 pieces of popular maple candy. Before that, the farm he inherited by marrying his wife only produced syrup. After 5 pieces became wildly successful, Elias spent his time and energy on cementing his reputation as a family man. He is quoted on the site as saying, "Blood is thicker than syrup, and that any child linked by blood to me shall be linked by blood to my legacy." The site enthusiastically claims that he made good on that promise, but offers no additional detail. That's weird. This whole thing I'm gonna highlight. This seems relevant.
Yeah.
There are a few more quotes about Elias from a book called Family Man, The Roottree Legacy. Oh, that's a book. We can look up books.
Yes.
By Bess Williams. To say they are biased is a massive understatement. Below that, there is a long list of accomplishments and awards, and one stands out. Like his great-grandson Carl, Elias was voted Watchman of the Year. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's look up a book.
Yeah, Bess Williams, book title.
I'm looking to do Control-C in real life.
I think Loop said that word shortcuts work.
Son of a bitch. That's gonna make this a lot easier.
Yeah.
Published 1920 hardcover nonfiction anthology, an old book about Elias Roottree. There's no downloadable version available because the book is impossible to find these days. Why?
Published in 1920, it probably didn't have a very big release. Thank you, Loop.
Okay.
Yes, left trigger, ant trigger.
Okay. Alright, let's see if we can get her last name. It's Gwyneth Roottree. You find some information on a website for the first Anderson Maple Farm. Okay, that's it. It's Gwyneth Anderson.
That's probably her last name, yeah.
There were a few pictures, including a famous picture of Elias and Gwyneth. Before marrying Elias, Gwyneth Roottree was Gwyneth Anderson. She had no brothers, so as the oldest sister, she was to inherit the Anderson Maple Farm, so long as she married. Before Elias took over, the farm produced only syrup. It was supposedly Elias's idea to create candy instead. Their success was not immediate, until they decided to combine the maple with other flavors. This led to 5 pieces, which are still found in stores to this day. Although the Roottrees Candy Company expanded well beyond their original farm, it has been preserved as a tourist attraction. According to their website, there are still daily demonstrations and educational tours that show off many of the turn-of-the-century appliances that Gwyneth could have used as a housewife in the 1900s. Oh, she's a housewife.
Well, what else would she be?
She's a woman.
She's a woman. That's all she's good for. Get the altar of fucking Elias too.
The altered picture. Boom.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, you know what? I want to use that picture instead, so they match.
Perfect.
Well, she's a housewife. She did.
She's
it.
a housewife.
I'm proud of her. There we go. Well, that's 2.
We haven't figured out our boy Carl's occupation.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna look up the Roottrees Candy Company, see if we can get. Mixed in with the recent news of the plane crash, there are a lot of results for Roottrees' extremely popular candy products. Their official website is unstable due to the traffic it has been receiving. However, you find a direct link to the history section that manages to work momentarily. The Roottrees Candy Company was founded by Elias Roottrees shortly after he married his wife Gwyneth, whose family owned a small farm called the Anderson Maple Farm. For reasons that aren't explained on the page, it has no CEO and no stockholders. Instead, it's run by a president, which with input and votes from extended family. The site.
Oh.
Huh. So it seems like doesn't sound like there's a board or anything like that. It's just the family.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Instead, it's run by... Okay, the site does mention that every president has been a direct descendant of Elias and Gwyneth, including Carl Roottrees, who, despite his death, is listed as the current president. So that would make him the 5th one. If he's the current president, he's the 5th.
Yeah.
The product that put them on the map were 5 pieces, maple candies with 5 different flavors that are dipped in a crispy, crackly candy coating. The more I hear about this fucking 5 pieces, the more I want to try it. Since then, they have branched out to countless other products, all of which incorporate maple in some way. Their sister company, simply titled Root, specializes in children's clothing. The primary models for Root are the Roottrees sisters. Okay.
Okay. Well, we need to get rid of CEO on
I got it.
what's his bucket. Oh, we did it already.
I did.
Okay, good.
These 3 entries are correct and have been locked. Boom. You've also
Bam.
locked the following optional entry, Brenda White. Booyah!
Nice.
Do you know how long it takes to update a website in 1998? You're right.
That is an excellent point.
Ooh, what is this? Oh, I
Oh,
guess...
for additional pictures, I guess?
Oh, yeah. Well, I could do that for... What's his... There we go. Him. Boom.
Yeah. I'll put that up there.
Okay.
Neat.
Neat. All right. Hey. Nice. All right. I like where this is going. We're doing good. We're making good progress. I say, as there's just so much. Family trees use surnames from birth, even if the person changed their last name after marriage. Always use a person's most recent occupation. Genealogy for
dunces. Nice.
Okay. So second cousin, like this is where this always throws me. So we've got cousins are like So
a second cousin is going to be the child of a parent's... Hang on.
cousin?
Now I know how this works. I'm trying to remember my relationship to my second cousin, how that works. She was the daughter of my father's aunt.
Okay. So a second cousin would be over here.
One of father's 3 aunts, uncles, probably uncles.
So okay, so second cousin would be like in this area because cousin of aunt's cousin.
Father, it's she's up a generation. She would be, yeah, or his second cousin would be on the 1, 2, 3rd line.
Over here.
No, if great grandpa is the 1st line, his children are the 2nd line, next line, 3rd, yeah. Okay,
so so second cousin would be around here on the 3rd line.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What I'd like to try and find is the list of the children. So it said that 5 pieces had their initials.
Yes.
So, yeah.
SS.
PP. BB or BBR. CC and AA.
No, these are new flavors. Radical new flavors because it's no longer the 1920s. These are not correct because
oh, you're right.
Bad Blue. Nobody said Bad Blue in the 1920s.
Yeah, and then
cool
what?
Chocolate. Yeah.
And then what even is an elderberry anyway? You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you know what? Let's do 5 pieces. Let's look that up.
Yep.
From marketing materials and various candy history sites, you learn that 5 pieces are the iconic candy sold by the Roottrees Candy Company. Although they are no longer the company's only popular product, they still sell well to this day. 5 pieces are small, colorful shell-coated maple candies that, since the late 20s, have been pressed into the shape of a maple leaf, although they usually have one flavor that looks more like a berry. As tastes have changed over the years, so have the 5 flavors, but the shape and combination with maple have remained consistent. There's also a history of print advertising website that claims to have a 5 pieces advertisement scanned from a book called The Sweet History of Candy Volume 2 by Charles Lee.
Ooh, book title.
Unfortunately, when you click through to the website, it seems like all their image links are broken. Well, that's okay. We're going to go to the library.
Are you calling it the library on purpose?
Yes.
Okay.
I know it's library.
Okay. I thought you did, but I had to be sure.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. This is part of a book series about all things candy in the modern world. It starts in 1925 and continues onward to chronicle the rise of mass production and global distribution. The book ends with a look into the future of candy as envisioned by experts in 1985. With the addition of hindsight, you can clearly see they got pretty much everything wrong. It includes some print advertisements. We find a newspaper ad for 5 pieces from the 1930s, added to evidence.
That's what we need.
That's what I want to see. I want to see the thing. Boom. You found this advertisement in The Sweet History of Candy Volume 2 by Charles Lee. It's from 1928, 6 years after the debut of 5 pieces. It states that the flavors are inspired by their children, and the order is grape, elderberry, cinnamon extract, melon, and the newest flavor, Miracle Berry. Well, Miracle Jr. Miracle Jr. Okay. G is for grape, E is for elderberry, C, E is for cinnamon extract, M is for melon, and introducing M for Miracle Berry.
I like how it looks like an Altoids tin.
Yep. Roottrees 5 pieces contain 5 different maple-infused flavors. The Roottrees are a proud family business, and our flavors are inspired by our children. Miracle Berry is a burst of beautiful, blossoming, blended berries. Try it today.
Well, okay then.
I would honestly love to try this. This sounds really good. All right, so we know Miracle Jr. is at the far end. This is Miracle Jr.
Well, Junior would indicate that he had a father named Miracle.
Oh, you're right. You are correct. So. Here we go. Miracle Roottrees. Miracle the Third!
Holy cow. Okay.
Incredible. Alright, you know what? That's, this is something. Let's start looking up Miracle Roottrees. Find a website for the Miracle Network, a production company run by the Miracle Roottrees estate. It's quite bare bones, but has the following blurb. Witness the testimonies of the Miracle's Roottrees. Miracle Roottrees arrived so late in his mother's life that doctors swore he wouldn't survive his first year. His mother and father, Elias and Gwyneth, named him Miracle because they thought him impossible. He was younger than his brother and sisters by over 14 years.
Damn.
With a birth that late, the final child of his generation was nearly torn apart by countless health problems. But still, with the power of God and anime on his side, he persevered. He triumphed over these complications and even regained his sight to spread the healing word of the Almighty.
Yikes.
23 years later, Miracle Roottrees Jr. arrived and became the famous family's second vessel for the higher power. At 18, he unburdened himself from the Roottree name and took his father's testimony to a whole new level. Via the power of television, Miracle Jr. spread the gospel across the country, across the entirety of New England. He has since left the life of glamour and glitz behind to reach those places that need it most. The power of the Lord coming to a town near you. Below the blurb is a flyer about the tour, which is in your evidence. Jesus.
There he is. Hey, Miracle the Third and his wife, Nicole. Look at that. A freebie. A freebie wife.
Witness the power of the Lord in the summer of 96. 3 Generations of Miracles Tour. Featuring testimony from world-famous Miracle Jr. and a special appearance from Miracle Roottrees in his 68th year on God's earth. Children now welcome! Hey guys, you can bring your kids!
Before.
A flyer.
Look at that necktie.
I know, man.
They have matching neckties.
Man, as televangelists in about 30 years, they're gonna be real pissed off that they chose that tie. Fuck you guys. Fuck both of you. Just fuck you guys.
Miracle Third and his wife Nicole.
All right. The names listed are Miracle Jr., who is said to be world famous and gets top billing. Miracle Jr. is on the notable Roottrees list in your evidence. He will be marked on the chart with a star. Okay, so Miracle Jr. is a star. He's a star child.
I mean...
Miracle Roottrees, who the flyer says will make a special appearance. Miracle the Third and his wife Nicole are said to be the youth pastors. Hate it.
Yeah, that's fair. Matching outfits are common in or important in evangelical families. That's how you tell they're in the cult together.
Yeah. Okay, this is Miracle
okay. So that's
Jr.
Miracle. Yeah.
He's a televangelist. Is that a thing?
Nope.
Preacher.
Yeah, there we go.
Let me just... Is charlatan on here? Fraud?
Doesn't look like it.
So preacher, alright. They're synonymous, fuck it. Ugh. Hate that. And then... Here we go. This is...
Miracle the Third.
Also a fraud. And Nicole. Oh, we don't know.
Oh, there's 2 Nicoles.
Okay, let's look up Roottrees the Third.
Yeah.
Does he say what his... You know what? Let's just... Because we can do this. And then... Oh, it doesn't even say. Alright. Roottrees Jr. No, okay.
Maybe do instead of the third, use like 3 eyes. Nope. Okay.
Let's just, because we know that, I think it was Madsen. No. No, okay, we're gonna have to dig that out a bit. All right, so we've got. I mean,
2 of the 3 miracles.
He was also a preacher, right?
I think so. Yeah.
We just need a.
Because the advertisement was like, now with the original miracle in his 78th year or whatever.
Let's see, 68th year. We just need a photo for him to lock him in. Okay, so let's do... Oh, you know what? That's not how you spell any of that. I want to see something here. Miracle Roottrees Estate. No. Okay. Then, where is... 60...
Featuring testimony from the world famous Miracle Jr., special appearance from Miracle Root Tree.
Let me see,
Children now welcome.
This is what I want to... There we go. The 3 generations of miracles.
There we go.
Oh, no, it's still the same. Okay. Let's okay. 5-piece. Let's go back to this for a second.
Pieces.
5 pieces. All one thing.
No space.
There we go. I'm just gonna type in Miracleberry and see what we can get.
Okay.
No. Whatever. Dumb internet.
Whatever.
And for melon, cinnamon extract. Yeah, maybe Clergy Watch. That was that website. Miracle Jr. doesn't go by his full name in promotional materials. Instead, he's shortened for the Miracle Network. He used to have a show that aired on local access across America. According to a website called He was exposed, subsequently charged with conspiracy to defraud the public in 1979 when he claimed to heal someone in a wheelchair. New expose revealed his wife Edith's sister. Alright, so let's do Edith Roottrees. That's all we get.
That's all we get. Edith had a bit of... Okay. Well, okay, we do know the name of Miracle Jr.'s wife is Edith,
Yeah.
so maybe we can fill that in, unless there are 2 or more Ediths.
Well, let's find out. Here we go. Edith Jacobson.
Oh my god, thank goodness.
Okay, but let's see what that gives us. Really? Man,
You
no
didn't...
one...
Jacobson.
Oh, you're right.
Get rid of that O.
No.
No.
No. My fat fingers, no! You
There
found
you
a
go.
link that seems to be a partial and corrupted list of archived articles from the Butler County Times. The article was cut off, but it mentions an Edith Jacobson and an arrest. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
But Butler
oh.
County Times, the periodical.
County Times. Edith Jacob. I can type, I swear. Ooh, okay. There's a crime blotter article about Edith Jacobson that also mentions a Helen Roottree and a Lucinda Jacobson. In 1971, when she was 18, Edith and her sister Lucinda were arrested for trespassing at the Miracle Congregation's church in Butler County. They were pretending to be church employees in an attempt to get into the room where the church houses their weekly tithings. The church didn't press charges. They were caught by Helen Roottree, who was there at the time while her husband Miracle was away preaching. Helen Roottree was quoted as saying, "Jesus forgives, and so do we. The Lord works in mysterious ways, and I am confident he has brought these young women to us for a greater purpose." So Helen Roottree.
And then one of them married her son.
Yeah, that's not...
Don't put in the last name. It's there we go.
Yeah, Helen Lennon. Okay.
All right.
So, you know,
Yeah, he married the girl who was there to steal his dad's church coffers.
let's just, no? Okay.
Nah.
What can we do to get... What was that Miracle Network? You find a website for the Miracle Network, a production company run by the Miracle Roottrees Estate. It's quite bare bones. Oh, okay, it's the same thing. This is all the same shit.
Yeah. What's the second to last thing in the bottom row?
List of
Yeah,
names.
list of names. Ah, okay.
It's just all the names. All right.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's what we're pulling everything from. Oh, hints? I don't want to do hints yet. I know that they're delightful, but I want to see what I can figure out. Okay. So, At 18, he unburdened himself from the Roottrees name and took his father's testimony. Yeah, the power of television, Miracle Jr. spread the gospel around.
Yeah, maybe go somewhere fresh.
What do you mean?
Well, Hillary suggested go somewhere else to get like the fashion stuff or something.
Oh, yeah. What I want to do is I want to try and dig into these other children. Like, we have their initials. Like, one was cinnamon extract. Let's just... Nah, I don't think so. Let's see if there's anything else. Who's familiar with 5 pieces, crispy, crackly candy coating since then. Elderberry. So, okay. There was, where is it? Wasn't there, E is for elderberry, so that's probably, Elias Jr. They said there was an Elias Jr.
Yes, you're right.
So let's...
Also, since it goes by, like, it lists all the women with their maiden names, not with their married names. Any woman listed as first name Roottree is like the daughter of a Roottrees. So we could probably narrow it down and see how many G names, how many G Roottrees there are.
Yeah, okay, that's a good idea. But Elias Roottrees Jr.'s name is listed on a website about historical buildings in Butler County. He is listed alongside an old residence that has been preserved called Hunch Top House. You attempt to find more information about the man and the building, but come up empty. Elias Roottrees Jr.'s name is... Nothing else about Hunch Top House. Well, I'm gonna... You know, where are my notes? Oh, wait, search periodicals. I can just... Oh, and Butler County Times. Let's see.
Ooh.
A small feature details a building that Elias Roottrees Jr.'s architecture firm worked on called Hunchtop House. It also mentions that Elias Jr. was Elias's oldest son. Hunchtop House seems unrelated to the Roottrees. Well, okay. So...
Okay, but that's what we kind of figured anyway. So we know his first child was a daughter.
Right.
And if the candy goes in order of oldest, then...
So, well, this is... Hold on. This is...
this is Elias Jr.
Roottrees Jr., and we know that he was an architect. And the first one was... What was the first candy?
G. Grape.
Grape. Okay.
Maybe she was named after her mother?
Candy Rootree. Clancy Edward.
Oh, no.
Cinnamon extract.
We've had cinnamon extract.
Uh,
And then there's Clancy Jr. Wonderful.
it could be Gwendolyn or Gwen. For grape.
Okay. Yeah, we've got...
Okay, but we know, like, that has to be cinnamon extract.
Yes, absolutely.
Was cinnamon extract the next one? Yes. All right, I'm calling it right now that this is Clancy Edward.
Yep.
Okay. I want some goddamn photos of these people. Come on. Well,
Okay,
now...
so how many children do we have? We have 1, 2, 3 of 4? Or 5, excuse me.
Yeah, well, we have 3 of them. We've got Miracle, we've got Clancy Edward, and we've got Elias Jr.
Elias Jr., okay.
So, all right, I'm gonna let's
chase down Clancy Edward.
yeah, that's because didn't one of the things say in Carl, his second cousin wasn't he Carl's cousin Jim Rootree, second cousin Ernie Jr. Okay, all right, that's what it was. Okay, so we want, what was it, Clancy Edward?
Yes.
The Clancy Trust is a highly unusual corporate arrangement named after Clancy Edward Rootree, who was Elias's son and the Rootree Candy Company's head lawyer at the time. Okay, so
we
he
got
knows
his
the lawyer.
occupation.
Let's just go do that now before I forget that. Lawyer.
Looks like you can start typing instead of scrolling.
Oh, okay. Due to its unique nature, it's often brought up in online discussions about financial matters and inheritance as an oddity. The company mandates that a fixed percentage of its profits are split every quarter amongst bank accounts representing each direct relative of Elias and Gwyneth. An account is created for each blood relative at birth and first accessible when they reach 18. The actual numbers have never fully been disclosed to the public, but due to the ever-increasing success of the company, it is a significant amount of money. The Clancy Trust is known for being essentially impossible to get around due to many checks and balances written into it. Still, there have been a few situations in which family members have tried to forcibly remove another member from the trust. Most details online are pretty vague since the matters are handled internally. The only information you discover is from a university law school, which apparently had a guest lecturer talk about the Roottrees versus RR in 1994. While looking into the Clancy Trust, you often find mentions to the 5-piece guarantee, which went into effect at the same time. Alright, we've got some interesting stuff here, so... The 5-piece guarantee is a combination with the Clancy Trust. In combination with the Clancy Trust was Elias Rootree's attempt to ensure that the Rootree Candy Company would remain a family business for eternity. In isolation, it is somewhat baffling. The yearly salary of Rootree's president is always locked to the price of a single pack of 5 pieces. When the 5-piece guarantee went into effect, this was 25 cents a year. Now it's closer to $4. Combined with the Clancy Trust, however, it makes a bit more sense. Elias wanted to ensure that only his direct relatives could afford to be president, and he knew that because their passive income was tied to the profits of the company. They would have vested interest in keeping the company as profitable and successful as possible. That's kind of shitty.
Well, I mean, they're getting money from other sources, so being president isn't like that's not their main income. Also, $4 for a pack of candy in 1998. Holy cow.
Yeah. These things must have been fucking delicious. Whether or not this was a smart or successful decision is widely debated both online and in person by economics enthusiasts of all levels of expertise. All right, let's look up the Clancy Trust.
We were just there.
Oh, okay. It did all that. Okay.
Yeah, that's how we got to the 5-piece guarantee.
How about this?
Yeah.
You find very few details about this particular incident with regards to the Clancy Trust. A student that attended a lecture about it wrote the following on a Legal Oddities website. From what you can tell, RR attempted unsuccessfully to remove a fellow family member from the trust. It was said that RR attempted 2 arguments. First, the person in question was born out of wedlock, and second, they committed a significant crime against a fellow family member. Still, due to the ironclad wording of the Clancy Trust, it was impossible to remove any direct descendant of Elias Roottrees without completely dissolving the trust. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, I thought that wording when we first discovered anyone, he wanted anyone from his bloodline. Like,
Yeah.
oh, even including bastards. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Okay.
That's interesting for that time.
That is interesting. I just want to see. There was something else here that I thought I was trying to see. In 1994. Okay.
How many RRs are there on our list?
Probably a lot. Anyone with Roottrees is.
Well, yeah, but
Okay, well,
how many, like, well, yeah, how many RRs are there?
Raina Roottrees, Riley Roottrees. Robert Roottrees, Ronald Roottrees.
Okay, that's
it.
not too
4.
many.
Okay.
There's only 4. Okay. Interesting that 2 of the RRs are Carl's daughters.
Yeah. All right.
I wonder if it was one of the daughters.
I mean, it could have been.
Was the first one born out of wedlock?
I mean, well, no, it was RR is sounds like the RR is the person who tried to get them removed.
I thought RR was the person that they wanted removed.
Maybe. Maybe.
It probably doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. So okay, let's just all right. It was Gwyn Roottrees. Here we go. You find some information on a website about old films that are not yet available on VHS. The site is not very well organized and the search is broken, but you can get to individual pages from your search engine. Gwyn Roottrees is a somewhat well-known actress who was active in the 1950s. She often appeared in tabloids, especially around the time of her highly publicized divorce.
Whoa. A divorce in the 1950s?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Her biggest role was the minor hit movie Guys Like Us. She left Hollywood after the flop of Christmas Mission. There's a widely circulated picture of Gwen from behind the scenes on one of her movies, which you've added to evidence.
Yes.
Did you know trivia? Gwen was the granddaughter of Elias Roottrees. Oh.
Perfect. So now
the
we know her
granddaughter.
mom's name, too.
Yeah. The founder of Roottrees Candy. She shouldn't have been named Roottrees, but her father took her mother's famous name, which was quite rare in those days. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. So, boom.
Damn.
This photo is a while ago. Yeah, okay. So we know now that over here, boom. So she said that it was she's a notable Roottrees, right?
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
see.
there's no star there. Granddaughter.
Yeah, so and there was a divorce.
Huh. Okay, maybe. Oh, she must have been named for her grandma, not her mom.
Yeah.
Let's scroll over to the right.
Uh-huh.
See what stars pop up in the grandchild line. There's one
Where?
to the right. More right.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, you're
Is
right.
that the only notable grandchild? Yeah.
No.
Oh no, there's one more. Okay.
And this split up.
That's
There we
an
go.
X. Ooh.
There we go.
All right.
That's her.
That's her. Gwen. Actress.
An actress. Or actor.
Bam.
Yeah. You've also locked the following optional entry. Wow. Booyah!
Booyah.
Oh, she's back.
Oh, she's back. How are you?
You're on a roll.
How are
I'll
you
try to
spying
keep
on
that
us?
momentum going. Carl's office was a mess, thanks to some burst pipes.
Ma'am?
Ma'am?
What were you doing in
But
Carl's
I
office
unearthed
at this
a
time of
photo
night?
From a 1970s Roottrees reunion.
Oh, shit!
I also found some important-looking papers. You've traced 9 blood relatives so far. I'll have more to share after you find 9 more.
Did you bug my 1998 computer?
Maybe.
Okay, but we just got a whole bunch of evidence. Nice. Vote for
Hooray,
Stephanie.
theft.
Vote for Stephanie. What?
I'm just that's an interracial couple in the 19 what year are we in now?
Let's see. This was buried under a ton of other mail that Carl left in his inbox. It had a handwritten note attached that seemed personal. It is a flyer about a candidate for local office, Stephanie Jones. On the back is an excerpt from a newspaper article from the Butler County Times about her campaign. Stephanie may have grown up in an unconventional family, to say the least, but in her words, it was still full of love. And now, 22 years later, with a baby of her own due around Christmas, her message for voters is simply, love is our future. The handwritten note says, Carl, I know we don't see eye to eye when it comes to the candy company, but if you could talk to your girls about putting out a statement supporting Stephanie, she could use the publicity your daughters bring. Don't let our conflict spread to the next generation. CM. Interesting. Okay. We'll visit that in a